We're running out of crude oil and other natural resources. So, what's this thing with syngas? One of you asked me on LinkedIn. So, let's dive into this. So, hello, my name is Greg Fridman. I'm a PhD bioengineer, and my research focus is non equilibrium plasmas. Hello. So, let's take a look at the question. There are a lot of syngas startups. They are utilizing plasma and natural gas, I think. Any comment on the trend away from fossil fuels and towards other carbon sources with the help of plasma? Great question, actually. You know, when I first got into academic studies, people were saying we have 10 years worth of crude oil remaining. And every year or so, I hear this phrase, we have 10 years of oil remaining. It's kind of like that baseball hat or a sign on the door, free beer tomorrow. Yeah, we keep finding new ways to extract crude oil and other natural resources from Earth, but we are running out. And we will eventually run out, or the resources will be so low and of such poor quality that we would have to switch to something else. And the syngas, so-called synthesis gas, is one of the possible solutions. It's a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, and it can be produced in different ways. So let's talk about that. Now, first, what can we utilize syngas for? Lots of different things. Hydrogen from CO and hydrogen mixture. Hydrogen can be separated out and used for ammonia production instead of Haber-Bosch process. Now, ammonia production from hydrogen isn't as energy efficient as the current thermocatalytic process, but the Haber-Bosch process is only efficient when it's really, really big. So you could produce ammonia for fertilizers right at the farm. And if you have solar power, then you're cutting out the logistic supply chain and you're producing your fertilizer right there on the spot, which could have its benefits, especially when the Strait of Hormuz is closed, then you're out of fertilizer. Anyway, you could also use syngas for production of alcohols, methanol, vodka. You can convert CO2 into vodka using syngas. You could also produce other liquid fuels and liquid chemistries. So CO and hydrogen mixture, regardless of how you got it, is very, very valuable resource for production of different chemistries. And if electricity starts getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and natural resources scarcer and scarcer and scarcer, then we might want to look into catalytic or plasma methods for syngas production to make various very valuable chemistries. Now, syngas is CO and hydrogen. Well, hydrogen, very important fuel. So you can use it to fuel rockets. So it's a good thing to produce this. Now, CO and hydrogen, light a match and it will just burn. So you can burn it to heat up water and turn the turbine, and you can just produce electricity. So if you have syngas that you somehow made, you can burn it and make electricity. You can also use hydrogen and put it in a fuel cell and make electricity that way. You can use it to reduce iron ore. Again, hydrogen and carbon monoxide also helps extract oxygen from the iron ore, producing metal. So in metallurgy, this is a valuable gas mixture. And, you know, typically, so as the commenter mentioned, natural gas is frequently used. Methane with water in plasma, you can use heat from plasma, and also you can use plasma as a catalyst to catalyze production of carbon monoxide, a water shift reaction. So you're taking oxygen from water and moving it to methane. So you produce CO and 3 hydrogens for every molecule of methane and molecule of water. So it's a good thing. Now, methane is not the only source of carbon hydrogen. Think of coal, wood, trash. So we can actually take trash, grind it up, mix it with a bit of steam in plasma. Plasma has heat, so thermocatalytic process to convert trash with water or wet trash into very valuable syngas. Lots of applications there, tons of opportunities for both business development and, replacing oil that is not as abundant as it once was, while trash continues to be pretty abundant and growing. So yeah, any comment on the trend away from fossil fuels and towards other carbon sources with the help of plasma? Oh, heck yeah. My company's motto is "Our future is electric," and this is one of the many things I mean by "Our future is electric." Take municipal waste and convert it into liquid fuel. Pretty cool. Many applications, and I totally support efforts of those startups. Now, if you want to invest in one, you better do your due diligence carefully. The devil is in the details. Anyway, happy to answer your question, and if you have any other questions, can plasma or otherwise, please post them down in the comment section. Happy to chat about them on this channel. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.